Hey guys, we've got a rare one for you today. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe. It's totally free, and you're going to see a lot of really cool guitars just like this one. I'm your host, Keith, your friend over in England, here live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios. And I've got a Jackson Custom JJ, Scott Ian signature, with a 3D holographic matrix finish on it. Might be hard to see in the phone video. It's much more clear in person. I'll do my best. But in the meantime, let's chat about this. The JJ series is kind of like the Gibson double cutaway, I think like Gibson Les Paul Jr., which is why they call this the Jackson Jr. This model here, this exact example, has a pretty crazy backstory on it. You can see the serial number is 0582JJ. And this was owned by Scott Ian's, the guitar tech from Scott Ian's band S.O.D, Stormtroopers of Death, and M.O.D, Method of Destruction. They're two similar bands that are all in the same New England's metal scene circuit, have been for decades. And Scott Ian, of course, in S.O.D, Stormtroopers of Death. Well, the guy that owned this was the webmaster for Billy Milano in that band and the guitar tech for both of those bands. And Scott Ian had a couple of these commissioned by Mike Learn in the early 2000s, I think right around 2003 timeframe, he was saying. And what they did is the guitar tech wanted one too, so they had a black JJ sent out to Mike Learn, this model, to get this graphic. And what it is it's done with the actual Matrix movie poster, believe it or not, which is really cool. And I don't think you're really going to be able to totally see it, but it looks like you're looking into the guitar. Like I can see my reflection looks like it's 6 inches deep, way, way, way past all these characters. Of course, the guitar is only a couple inches wide, so it's a really, really cool effect. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see it much different than what you already see right here. But it is a very 3D holographic effect, and if you're an old dude like me, I'm only 34, you probably remember those holographic 3D Matrix movie posters at your local theater. That I was in high school. Was I in high school when that movie came out? Yeah, yes I was. I remember that was like a game changer. People came out of that movie theater looking at their hands, wondering if they were real. It's pretty funny. But yeah, this is really cool. So 3 of these were made. Apparently Scott's got one, Keanu Reeves has one, and I have one. But you can have one too. You can have this one. If you want to buy it, it's for sale on our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com, and on Reverb.com. This one's got the classic mother of pearl dice inlays, or die inlays. Dice? Yeah, dice is plural, isn't it? I think that's right. At the 12th fret. Also, the history and the pickups. So they worked with the guitar tech, wanted Scott's signature El Diablo. So they had this sent out. I think it was actually, he said the girl, I don't know the name. I've got the whole email from him that comes with this guitar. But a woman who worked at Seymour Duncan got him the custom shop El Diablo, which perhaps at that time might have been difficult to get a hold of or not available to the general public. It's got a Seymour Duncan 59 in the neck. And then he said it went to Ed Roman's Guitars for a custom Tone Pros setup with the bridge configuration and stop tailpiece, which is really cool. So this has had a lot of really experienced people involved with this guitar. From Mike Learn, I mean, super famous, probably the most famous guitar graphics guy in the world, to the main people at Seymour Duncan, and the craftsman at Ed Roman's to do the tone pros. Really, really cool, guys. The graphic also on the headstock is a color changing Jackson logo, and it goes kind of from a green to a gold to a bluish purple. Yeah, there it looks kind of blue. It's really, really cool. And not something you'll ever be able to get from any other JJ model, any other Jackson model, frankly. Really cool. I'm gonna flip this around. The neck is awesome. This thing is like a roasted maple. Really, really nice. It feels amazing. You've got the scarf joint, the Jackson sealed tuners. Absolutely beautiful. And in really good condition, given the age of the guitar and the fact that it's been, you know, around a bunch of heavy metal thrashers from America all these years. Really cool. I think these are just fingerprints right there, it looks like. Yeah, there's a few fingerprints. I haven't wiped it down or done anything. Literally just got it out of the box, out of the case, and then had to show it to you guys. Yeah, that is really cool. All right, let's get the focus back in. Oh, you can kind of see the 3D. Look between the pickups, like underneath the N in Duncan on the top pickup, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's infinitely more dramatic in person, but gives you a really good idea nonetheless. Awesome. And you can check out my my little socks. Just mowed the lawn outside, so had to take the shoes off in the studio. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have a minute, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of that stuff. We've got a lot of wicked guitars coming in. Just spent the past few days with Metallica in Manchester and London. So now we're back to work. I'm going to go see them in Sweden and Denmark pretty soon here as well. But yeah, other than that, what other news do we have? We're now ESP dealers. Pretty amazing. Got our first real deal new franchise dealer ship here at the studio. So we're excited. Ordered 29 Japanese models to show you guys. So that's coming very soon. Aside from that, let me know what's been going on with all of you. Leave some comments. We like to hear your stories just as much as what we've got going on here at the studio. So I'm going to go little sneak peek real fast. Got a couple ESPs down here. Got just did this one ESP Eclipse with the headset. We've got some acoustics. We've got a few more ESPs over there. So I'm gonna get going. Oh, I'm gonna do Matt Tuck's PV6505 today, and I've got a Zach Wild amp we're gonna do as well. That's worth watching. All right, guys. Well, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you very soon in the next video coming up right after this.